Income gap between the 1% and the rest explained. I want you to consider your greatest rival, the person you feel you could never defeat. Because you believe they possess a specific talent that you lack, and you fail to see that there is no way you could defeat this person. When you see this, a Picasso painting won't bring in as much money as the one concept I'm about to explain to you in a moment. I'm going to discuss with you why you can defeat that person, and how they defeated you by one simple thing called the difference. I have 4 different charts at the bottom that show the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of 2021. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of 2022, etc. The dark red lines represent the top 1%ers of your industry. Perhaps this is the person you compete with who most intimidates you and makes you feel like there's no way you can compete with this person. Then you have the top 10%ers. These are people who are making the most money. Maybe there are guys that are maybe heading into small business but they're not getting to 1% and you got the 20%ers and you got the 80%ers, which is the ones at the bottom of your industry. They're not really your competitors, maybe you're a part of it, and you want to kind of work your way up. What distinguishes a 1%er as such? If you look over here on this side, I have a ranking from 0 to 10 that depicts the degree of attention of individuals at various levels. For example, 8 denotes that an individual's level of focus is high, and 10 denotes the highest level of focus. If you take a look at the 1%ers, no matter how many crises occur in their lives, they never go below an 8. Instead, they move up, and no matter what happens, the worst thing they've ever done is an 8. The best thing they've ever done is what's a 9.5, not 10. No one achieves perfection, but it's between an 8 and a 9.5. Now notice that the top 10 in the field you work in begin the year at a 7, then improve to a 7 and tie the top 1% at focus at the same level. When a crisis or breakup occurs, watch how the 10%ers respond. They drop off. They go to, oh, there's success. Look how bad the drop-off is. They go all the way down to 6. So maybe their high is a 9.5 tied with the top 1%, but the 10%ers don't beat you there because you work your 1 day, your 2 weeks, your 1 month at the same level as the person in your industry who is best at. They begin the year barely awake, saying, oh, you know what, let me get to work. While the top 1% already have a plan in place. They rise steadily throughout the year, getting close to everyone else, but then a crisis strikes, a breakup, heartbreak, something, and they fall precipitously. They go all the way down to 4, and then look at how long it takes to recover and rise again. It takes a long time to come back and tie up again. Now the crisis takes place. The top 1% just a small bit dip, the top 10% a slight dip, but look at the 20%, they drop all the way. It's catastrophic. They emotionally cannot handle it. They mentally cannot handle it. They do all day dwell. They do all day dwell. They feel bad for themselves and they go all the way. The majority, which is 8 and 80%, starts off with a 2 and then says, well, I think I've got a plan. I don't know. Okay. I finally have to, guys. I've got to make some money. Quarter 2, they start working, and their best is 8.5, but their down is 1. They have no idea how to handle a crisis. They stay in it. They complain. They talk. They post it on Facebook. All of these people are capable of competing with them. But they fall short due to their responses to difficulties rather than their performance. When things are going well in life, but poorly when things are going well in life, you realize that you don't win. For example, when things are going well in your marriage, your relationships with your children, and your family's health, everyone can succeed. However, when bad things happen in life, such as when your children are caught up in an embarrassing situation, you realize that you have lost. The gap is your worst enemy. So here is my challenge to you. If you're here, face it, grieve it. Get out there, call on a higher power to support you, and then get back to work. Everyone else loses. 3 to 6 months of the momentum they spent years building. Increase this question and ask yourself if you are 80%, 20%, 10%, or 1%. I'm truly interested to see where you stand on it.